So today we're going to cover a lot of material.
His chosen and beloved servant will establish justice, not only in our hearts and lives, but in all the earth. Did you know God is aware of every injustice in your life and in the world? He wants us to know He sees, He cares, and He will act to bring all injustice to an end. Music is great. Jesus is greater.
Come, O sinner, come and see Christ the Lord upon the tree. See the crown of thorns adorn the King, who labors to breathe in agony.
Will be in your churches. There might be people in this room, and your Jesus is too small. He's too small. So John 1 wants a word. John 1 wants to resize our view of Jesus. The humility of the Savior to do this, to take on the form of a servant, come in the likeness of men. Who would descend this way? In birth, you see, He's dependent. In life, He's rejected. In death, He's naked.
On behalf of AV people everywhere, I would want to say in this summer that it's not always the mixer's fault.
Something crashes. Like, what is the least distracting thing I can do to solve this problem? Instead of like, ah, trying to figure it out.
There's only very few that has really theological depth. So a lot are very singable, but it lacks the depth of the song. So my desire really is to translate hymns to Tagalog, to our language, because we have outreach churches in the mountains. They can barely speak English, and their theology is, they really need it. But my question is, I don't know if it is right to start with translating, or should we just write our own?
Indigenous writing. I would just make sure that you kind of have a theological council speaking into those things, so that prayerfully those songs could move through other churches.
Before God, we are acquitted. Friends, sins are not punished twice by a just God. God does not sentence both his servant and us to death for the same sins. If he bears them, we don't.
God lifted Christ above everything. God exalted Christ to the highest place. God raised Christ to a position of supreme majesty. We are here to tell the God of all the world. Made us more. Made us different pieces of the we are just the way God wanted us to be. Our Redeemer
So the fear of God that the Spirit brings draws us to, keeps us with God. And in case you're thinking, well, is this fear that He will put in our hearts, is this just a fear of punishment in case we go astray? I dare not go away from Him because He'll punish me. No. Jeremiah 33 verse 8, I will cleanse them from all the guilt of their sin against me. I will forgive all the guilt of their sin and rebellion against me. And this city shall be to me a name of joy, a praise, and a glory before all the nations of the earth, who shall hear of all the good that I do for them. And they shall fear and tremble because of all the good, all the prosperity I provide for it.
Hi guys! We're going back to LA. Tapos na po yung journey namin dito sa Louisville. Dito sa Fruitful Conference. Glorious Christ. Praise God. We're excited to share our experience to the whole church in Kawit. Excited na kami umuwi.